Business in today is very challenging, especially during the pandemic. No matter what industry you are in, digitalization and innovation is definitely on your to-do list. VentureGrab.com is a business opportunity platform. We focus to provide all kinds of business opportunity like franchise, licensing, partnership, and even buy-sell a business. Compared to the old school method, when you want to start a business, you need to do a lot of research. Now you can find all this information from VentureGrab.com. We make your 3D process faster and easier. With your business listing on VentureGrab.com, we help you to shout out your business opportunity to the right person. As of today, we have more than 50,000 potential business investor database within our platform. Besides all these marketing channels, we also provide further professional assistance whenever you need it, and we leave it to you to have direct discussion with the expert. Our platform is business opportunity and investor focused. To a business opportunity hunter, VentureGrab Investor Circle, VGIC. This is a great place to hunt for opportunity, from franchise to licensing, from partial shares to 100% buying off. You might have the chance to be the pioneer investor in local or overseas brands, SME owners who are looking to grow or expansion by acquisition of upstream or downstream businesses within the industry, young entrepreneurs who are looking to start up a business with lower cost and innovative product and services. There are a variety of choices of business opportunity for you to choose and compare. There's no markup, no hidden costs, no agent fees, reduced costs on transaction and process. There is full business information within the platform for faster decision making. Lastly, I would like to take this opportunity to encourage every business owner out there, no matter how bad is the market, always stay positive and look for a solution. Like me, since MCO 1.0 until MCO 3.0, I just keep doing whatever I can think of and move on. You don't try, you don't know.
Welcome to Malaysia First Business Opportunity E-Expo。
欢迎出席马来西亚首场生意机会博览会。
Opportunities always there, as long as you stay positive. Through this event, we want to share all the business opportunities, especially in franchise and licensing.
We actually has been in the franchise industry for the past 15 years. We are not just ensuring our quality is consistent. I think the support and also work through the progress between the franchisor and franchisee are important.
We use ingredients that come from France. Everything is authentic. What we do is actually very niche, so it's not easy for people to actually follow it and also copy. We are actually a very good option for those who are looking into a passive income model. Our initial start cost is actually catered according to your budget. We discussed and we figure out ways to actually work out deals for all our interested franchisees.
A unique selling point, Mr. Fish, we are actually voted #1 fishing noodle in Klang Valley. We are innovative and adaptive. We have the food consistency because we have the central kitchen with IQF plus freezer. And soon, we have ready-to-eat meals where you can up and eat it straight away. It's actually the current market trend and can increase monthly sales.
Daily Go 就是属于 Express Concept。
Business in today is very challenging, especially during the pandemic. No matter what industry you are in, digitalization and innovation is definitely on your to-do list. VentureGrab.com is a business opportunity platform. We focus to provide all kinds of business opportunity like franchise, licensing, partnership, and even buy-sell a business. Compared to the old school method, when you want to start a business, you need to do a lot of research. Now you can find all this information from VentureGrab.com. We make your 3 process faster and easier. With your business listing on VentureGrab.com, we help you to shout out your business opportunity to the right person. As of today, we have more than 50,000 potential business investor database within our platform. Besides all these marketing channels, we also provide further professional assistance whenever you need it, and we leave it to you to have direct discussion with the expert. Our platform is business opportunity and investor focused. To a business opportunity hunter, VentureGrab Investor Circle (VGIC). This is a great place to hunt for opportunity, from franchise to licensing, from partial shares to 100% buying off. You might have the chance to be the pioneer investor in local or overseas brands. SME owners who are looking to grow or expansion by acquisition of upstream or downstream businesses within the industry. Young entrepreneurs who are looking to start up a business with lower cost and innovative product and services. There are a variety of choices of business opportunity for you to choose and compare. There's no markup, no hidden cost, no agent fees, reduced cost on transaction and process. There is full business information within the platform for faster decision making. Lastly, I would like to take this opportunity to encourage every business owner out there, no matter how bad is the market, always stay positive and look for a solution. Like me, since MCO 1.0 until MCO 3.0, I just keep doing whatever I can think of and move on. You don't try, you don't know.
Welcome to Malaysia First Business Opportunity Expo.
欢迎出席马来西亚首场生意机会博览会。
Opportunities always there, as long as you stay positive. Through this event, we want to share all the business opportunities, especially in franchise and licensing.
We actually has been in the franchise industry for the past 15 years. We are not just ensuring our quality is consistent. I think the support and also work through the progress between the franchisor and franchisee are important.
We use ingredients that come from France. Everything is authentic. What we do is actually very niche, so it's not easy for people to actually follow it and also copy. We are actually a very good option for those who are looking into a passive income model. Our initial start cost is actually catered according to your budget. We discussed and we figure out ways to actually work out deals for all our interested franchisees.
A unique selling point, Mr. Fish, we are actually voted #1 fishing noodle in Klang Valley. We are innovative and adaptive. We have the food consistency because we have the central kitchen with IQF plus freezer. And soon, we have ready-to-eat meals where you can up and eat it straight away. It's actually the current market trend and can increase monthly sales.
Daily Go 就是属于 Express Concept， 每一个 outlet 我们都会有1辆餐车，我们有不同的 design， 我们要去吸引很多的年轻人，所以我们在7月份呢，我们就正式会开始了。然后接下来每一个月大概是8到10辆，所以我们预计大概3年会开300间在马来西亚，所以这个是我们的一个策略。我们也会让茶饮的这个文化到达到另外一个高峰。根据这整个 MCO 的情况，我们想要让更多的人尝试创业。
VMS start in 1997. Now VMS currently we have 50 outlets in Malaysia. Northern there's a 2 outlets. Central we have 40, Southern 4, and in Sarawak we have a 4 outlets right now.
So through this event, we also want to grow and expand the business. We want to build SME business opportunity ecosystem.
The Selangor government is actually launching a 5 million matching grant, which we will provide 5,000 ringgit to each of the SMEs to subscribe to a digital service provider.
Lee and Partners, as international law firm, we are helping companies and associates from other countries to deal with matters in and out Malaysia. We will give you some ideas about franchise agreement and franchise system.
Everyone thought that MCO is a very bad timing to start business because see the numbers of F&B business closing down. But for us, risk equal to chance. And the risks are great, but the rewards are greater.
The biggest gain that I gain today will be the opportunity to easily meet and talk and share our business model to over 100 participants. I think it's a very good opportunity for all of us to still be able to connect and still find ways to progress even during these tough times.
A very good initiative brought by Venture Grab, and of course looking at the comparison between typical franchise exhibition that we have experienced before. Of course, this has a lot of convenience. At the same time, it can be quite engaging.
We believe that this is a right medium for us to reach out to the people and then to the potential investors.
这次的活动最大的收获就是也要谢谢 Venture Grab 给我们这样的机会去介绍 Mr. Fish， 然后也可以认识更多人。
有些点子是蛮特别，所以呢，可能是让我们学习，然后呢，也看到一两家公司我们有兴趣了，看有没有机会投资了。
从早上10点到2点，基本上就可以了解差不多接近10家的连锁，一下子就很知道他们的生意的模式啊，所以就比较有效率一些。
BOEX
Business Opportunity
E-Expo.
Nice.
Hello, everybody. Good evening, and welcome again to another episode of Business KangTao Live by Venture Grab. All right, so it's a beautiful Saturday, and again, you are here watching me, sharing with you more business opportunity. In other words, KangTao, okay, to you. All right, so today we have a very special guest to share with you one very great opportunity. But before that, let me ask you a great question: 食飽未? Eat already or not? Okay, because today, right, the opportunity I'm going to share with you, okay, is food related, okay, and I would say it's a sinful food lah, okay, but it will make people like me even fatter, okay, but it's good food, but in terms of business, it will be a very great business opportunity, okay, but before we go there, all right, so allow me to share a little bit more of KangTao's to you first before I invite the great guest that we have today. All right. So first things first. Okay. Once again, welcome. Okay, to another Saturday KangTao show, which is 8 p.m. tonight. All right. So every Saturday and Friday we will have a KangTao show. Friday will be the Mandarin version. Then Saturday there will be English. So for English, you have me, Charles, over here to share more business opportunities with you. All right. So let's have a recap of what happened before, okay, in our KangTao shows. So you can go to our Facebook, scroll back to all our past lives and all our past videos. You can have a look at those videos. All right. So what happened last week? Okay, what happened last week? We had Mr. Harvey, okay, up here to teach everybody here, not just teach lah. He shared with everybody how to craft a winning business plan, because in every business, planning is very, very important. You need to plan your whole journey, your projections. You need to know what you do, okay, and then take everything and put it onto papers in the form of business plan, so that you can use it for everything that you need. You want to write proposal to get more clients. You want to write proposal to get collaboration, or you want to collaborate with the government, or you want to raise funds. Okay, all this is based on your business plan. So if you'd like to learn more about that, do tune back to our previous live. All right, and then yesterday we have a returning guest, okay, which is none other than Joshua. Okay, for Joshua, he came out to the English KangTao Live 2 weeks back. Okay, basically what Joshua is sharing is his great business opportunity, which is a a computer subscription business, right? Not only you can get a PC through rental or low cost. You don't have to buy your own computers. When the thing is spoiled, you just have to change a new one. You don't have to buy a new one. Okay, so low cost computers. At the same time, you can also start a business with smart rental. Okay, can go your income can go up to 10,000. No joke one. So if you like to learn more about that, if you know Mandarin, you can tune into yesterday's live KangTao Live. If you don't know Mandarin, don't worry. Joshua came out to us on the English version before, so tune into the English version that we have before. All right, so that's the KangTao that we had before. So why are we bringing you so many KangTao? And most importantly, what is Venture Grab? Okay, why is Venture Grab doing so? This kind of KangTao show, telling you business opportunities, sharing with you all the great things that you can start, great business that you can get involved with. Why? Because we Venture Grab, we are a business opportunity platform where we connect great business opportunities to you. All right. So if you like to start businesses, okay, any form, you want to buy over a business, you want to start a franchise, you want to start a licensing business, or you want to invest into an ECF opportunity, do tune into Venture Grab. Right. So all you need to do is just go to venturegrab.com. You can see the website over here. Key in the type of business that you want, be it cafe, car wash, laundry, so on. There's a list of business opportunities out there for you to choose. Okay, there's business that are selling off. Okay, so you can buy over and start running again. There's a franchise. There's also investments as well. So do tune into venturegrad.com and look for the business of your dreams. Okay, and next, okay, for business owners that would like to propose or showcase your business opportunities, okay, we also have our business opportunity advertising package. There's many ways you can shout your business opportunity. One of the ways is through the KangTao Live like today. There's also event before, and also our website. So you can also contact us, okay, to learn more about this. All right. But the thing that I would like to highlight is what happened 2 days ago. Not 2 days ago. Yeah, 2 days ago, during 9th of September. Okay, during 9th of September, we had our BOEX. We call it the Business Opportunity E-Expo, okay, where it's an online event, a virtual event where we have brand owners up to pitch to you their great business opportunities and giving you the chance to connect with them directly almost immediately. All right, so you can tune in to our BOEX that just happened 2 days ago, okay, on our Facebook page, so you can look at the great business opportunities. Then you can connect with them. All right, but don't need to go through that. First, I will share with you a few of the highlights of the great business opportunities that came out and shared on BOEX. The first one will be O'Brien's. Okay, O'Brien's has been with us for quite some time already. Okay, because they are still, even though they are a 19-year-old business, okay, in Malaysia, they are still expanding. They are still opening up for new franchisees, and not only that. Okay, because we all know, O'Brien's they are a cafe sandwich restaurant that is in the one I know is in Great Eastern Mall. Okay, there's a few more branches. Okay, but they have a new strategy, new market because it's a pandemic. Okay, they didn't give up. They still continue to look for new ways to do their business. So they found their new way, they found their new market, the new strategy, and they're opening up for more people to join them to be part of the O'Brien's family. Okay, if you'd like to know more about this O'Brien, you can contact to us. Then we will connect you with the owner of O'Brien's, and you can talk further. Next will be Big Bath. Okay, so Big Bath is the first. It's not the first lah. Okay, they are a one-stop bath and kitchen specialist in Malaysia. Okay, the first in Malaysia of this industry to do franchising method. Okay, how does their franchising method work? That one I will let you connect with this beautiful lady, Miss Sage Chong, and she will share with you more about the business. Okay, next will be Big Apple, Tasca and Tadika. Okay, so this is a kindergarten. Okay, not the Big Apple donut. Okay, when I first saw Big Apple, I misunderstood it as the donut. I was very happy. But after saw this education, I even more happy because education is always is an evergreen business where no matter what happens, parents will always want to give their children the best education. Hence why education business not only is an evergreen business which can stay very long, secondly, it's also building up the next generation. All right. So yes, Jacqueline, yes, there's a lot of great business opportunity to invest. Okay. And their homegrown is from my own hometown like Ipoh, and they are also expanding very aggressively throughout the whole Malaysia as well. Okay. And next will be the Smart Rental, which I mentioned before. Smart Rental has been working very, very closely with us, okay, to expand their business in the sense that because they are looking for more partners to join them to be able to get more clients. Not only that, okay, because they are on a subscription model, they believe that subscription model business, especially on the computer side. So computers is not an old industry, it's an existing industry. Okay, what they did is by introducing the subscription model, they can bring it up to the next level, and they are recruiting more business partners to join them. And what Mr. Joshua told me, the CEO, okay, by doing this, not full time, like by doing this actively, you can earn up to 10,000 ringgit a month. But sounds too good to be true. But how do they do it? Connect with Mr. Joshua, and then you will know more about it. All right. Next is Alley Go. Okay, you may not heard about this brand, but you will definitely know the Alley. The Alley Go is a subsidiary brand from the Alley because nowadays, because of pandemic, a lot of retail has been affected, and the Alley, they found a new method, a new strategy to open more franchise for themselves. Not only is a new strategy, it's also an easy entry franchise. Okay, normally when you want to open a bubble tea shop, it costs around 300,000 to 500,000 depending on your size. Okay, but right now with this Alley Go, you can own the Alley business with only 88,000. One, secondly, you can see all the small car over there. So these are their new form of franchise method. The benefit of doing that is they are able to locate it as any place they want. Okay, and right now they have already made a deal with the Petron, so they can park their car at all the Petrons in Malaysia. So for you, it's a new business owner, franchise owners. Okay, the earlier you join the Alley Go to be their franchisee, the faster you can choose a nice location. Okay, so if you'd like to know more, okay, connect to us. We will connect you with them. All right. Next. Okay, so for all these people, they come out to BOEX, okay, is to pitch to to pitch their opportunity to as many people as possible with a BOEX. So we have BOEX every month, which is the same. The date will be the same as the month. Which last month was 9/9, the previous one was 8/8. So the next one will be on 10th of October. So if you would like to present your brand to more than 200 people in just one day, in just 20 minutes, okay, come and talk to us. Okay, we will share with you how you can do it, like the few brands that I mentioned before. All right. All right. And at the same time, that was for franchise. At the same time, for those that you have business to sell, okay, you do your cafe already, you want to exit, you want to let it go, okay, you can also advertise on Venture Grab. But how do you do it efficiently? Okay, instead of putting out on certain websites and wait, okay, you can work with us to share it out as fast as possible, get as many leads as you can, so that you can sell off your business, not just fast, at a better price. All right. So we will have a briefing every Tuesday and also Thursday, 11 a.m. On Zoom. So scan the QR code. We will also share the link below. Okay. Do click on the link, fill out the form, and we will be in contact with you. Okay. And for those, okay, when you want to start your franchise, you exit your business, you want to start more things, all right, you need to do your IP registration. Okay. So do you know that if you do a franchise business without a franchise license, okay, even though you call it licensing, but if it's under the franchise structure, okay, if the government found out, you will be fined 500,000. Very scary, right? So you will need a very good lawyer to help you to not just register it, and also to in Malaysia, not just register in Malaysia, you also need to know how to register it in other countries, so that you have more room for expansion. Every country have different law for their trademark. So we are working together with CAS to provide you the best solution for your trademark registration. All right. So to connect with them, all right, they will give you 10 tips on how to register your trademark, and also how to bring your franchising abroad. Okay, and then you can also get a government grant for free. So talk to us. We will connect you with them. All the things I mentioned, link will be in the comment below. So do just fill in the form, and we will be in touch with you to help you make your business grow. Okay, so another thing is the government. Selangor government is offering a SME digitalization matching grant, okay, up to 5,000 ringgit. And we, Venture Grab, we are honored to be one of the service provider. So what we can do is you can expand your business with us through digital marketing together with this SME grant, so that you can save more money and bring more efficiency to your expansion plan. Okay, so that is all about Venture Grab, because I read through very fast, because today is a very I would like to focus more on the guest of today. Okay. The guest of today, when I first saw their business, one thing I'm very impressed is they tell me that, hey, Charles, I can actually ROI in 18 months. Okay. And during pandemic, that was very shocking. You know why? Because in F&B line, to ROI, you need 3 years. Okay. Plus, if you are really, really, really good, also 2.5 years. Okay. But they can manage to do it in 18 months. Okay. So how they can do it? And especially during pandemic, where everybody is saying that F&B very hard to do, a lot of people are closing down. Okay, it's business very hard Okay, but they can manage to do it. So how? And they are also opening up for franchise opportunities. Okay, for everybody. So I wouldn't want to explain so much. I will let the CEO and the founder of Vanilla Crepe to share with you all this information. Okay, so allow me to bring up Nelson Liu. So type in 666 if in the comments if you would like to know more. Okay, so welcome, Mr. Nelson. Hi, Mr. Nelson.
Hey, hi. Thank you, Charles, for the nice intro. Wow, very, very pleased to hear that. And so many KangTaos that Venture Grab is providing right now. You know what, Charles? When the first time I heard about your company, I would automatically relate you as part of the Grab. So I was thinking, what Venture Grab is doing with this name Grab? So it come to my mind that Venture Grab probably is the Grab of all business franchise. correct me if I'm wrong. So
Uh,
but go ahead.
I do get this this question a lot. Okay, when I tell people, no,
Right.
I'm from Venture Grab, and then the very first question is, are you related to Grab? Okay, so
Absolutely.
for us, is we wish but we are not. Okay, and
Okay.
we are not trying to write on Grab's thing lah, because Venture Grab, the name, right, is it makes sense, because what we wanted to do is to allow people to find good opportunities to take up, okay, at the best offer and the best business for them. Because when I first started doing business before, when I want to look for business, I don't know where to go to. I need to go to those fairs, and then even let's say I go to T Live, I have to directly go to the counter, ask, hey, can I not get your boss number? And most of the time they don't have the boss number, so there's no chance for me. So when Eden came to me and said, hey, now so we have Venture Grab, so we want people to take up a business. So what's the best way to describe this business? Hence, we actually look into the dictionary. Okay, then there is the venture. Venture means business in general. Okay, and then to take will be nicer way to, instead of venture take, we make it Venture Grab lah. Grab is nicer to hear lah.
Very well said. Okay. I got to thank Brother Eden also for the invitation into this great show. I mean, there's definitely nowhere better to get more KangTao that get onto this Venture Grab. So here we are today. Yes.
Yes,
Maybe,
and also thank you for coming up. Okay, previously you came to join our very very first VOEX. Actually, is that not even first? That was the 0.5. Yeah, you joined
okay.
6.6, right? The 6th of
Yes.
June one.
I
That's
think
our
so.
first.
Right.
Then the one before that was the 0.5. That one was a preliminary round, and then 6.6 was our official first one. So also thank you lah for supporting our events and also our shows as well.
I mean, pleasure on us, man.
All right. So okay. So let's move on. Okay. Perhaps you can introduce yourself and also introduce a little bit about Vanilla Crib.
Okay, sure. So here I am. My name is Nelson Liu. I'm the CEO of VanillaCrypt.com and the largest Milli Crib chain in Malaysia by the Malaysia Book of Records. So Vanilla Crib, we started in 2014 in a very small shop lot at a shopping mall in PJ. Our first cafe is called the Vanilla, the Milli Crib Cafe. And, throughout the years, we value the feedback of every single customers and continue to improve in terms of what? Taste, flavor, quality. And we really like to capitalize on our teamwork in our own team. So today, almost 7 years of determination and hard work, Vanilla Crib has become a trusted brand and is proud to have 30 outlets across 6 states in Malaysia, in Selangor, KL, Perak, Malacca, JB, and of course, going soon, we are coming to Penang very soon. So Penang nights, get ready for some great delicacy of Vanilla Crib. So from only 3 stores in 2014 that did very small 6-digit sales figure per year, very, very small, Vanilla Crib now achieve 7-digit sales turnover per year. So as we expand into several new segments, touchwood, if anything is well planned, we would want to achieve healthy double-digit sales revenue by the Q4 of next year, hopefully. Fingers crossed.
Awesome.
So, one of my main principles that is, it is a success and a fire in us to know the opportunity that every entrepreneur needs to be able to detect an opportunity that arises to own a Milli Crib business. So myself, I'm working to lead Vanilla Crib to become the top Milli Crib player in Malaysia and maybe to the world one day. So that's us. Back to you, Charles.
That's fantastic to hear, and I wish you all the best as well. To hopefully the Vanilla Crib can, no, not just that. Hopefully more people can get to taste the great taste of Vanilla Crib lah. All right. Okay, and you mentioned that you started this 7 years ago. All right.
Yeah.
So what makes you want to get into F&B? Is it a very huge market or is it a very good investment, or just because you like to eat?
You see what happened was, it was just a coincidence. It was just an opportunity that come to mind. See, back in 2014, I was in franchise for a number of years. I was having a few other brands, non F&B though. But it came to my mind that, when out of sudden there is this good friend of mine who offers to sell me his business in Paradigm Mall. He said, "Hey Nelson, why don't you, since you are very good in retail, why don't you take up this little cafe and help me expand?" And at the same time, my dear friend, who is very, very good in making cakes, are behind there to support and to supply us on a daily basis. So I say, since it's such an easy model, why don't I just invest in? Since at the same time, guess what? It's just 5 minutes away from my wife's place. But back then, it was my girlfriend. So I was thinking, maybe I probably it would be a nice idea to own a cafe, and at the same time I can invite my friends over to yum cha, and find some new KangTao at the same time, enjoy some cakes and coffee. So that would be the ideal. So you ask me, a lot of people out there, even my friends or even a lot of Malaysians, if you ask them what are the first business that they want to venture if they want to get into become an entrepreneur, I bet you a lot of people will say, maybe I would want to start a cafe. Am I right?
Yes.
So
I'm one of them.
Here, yeah. So here you are. Here you are. So we are giving this opportunity that we for information. For the last 6 years, we haven't been very, very active promoting the franchise. Reason being is we are still considered a very how to say, we are not very open yet. We want to really filter the kind of franchisee that comes into our family, so that we can work hand in hand with them. So we are very conservative. It's not for everybody. We want to make sure that each of our franchisees would be able to make ends, and will be able to recover their investment over the last 18 months. So this is something that we want to stress out, that if you happen to be a franchisee, we would make sure that you make money. That is for
Yes.
sure. Yep.
That's great to hear, because the thing about F&B, right? Yes, there are a lot of people that say, I want to open a cafe, I want to open restaurant or F&B related lah. Okay, but the same people, majority of them will be also scared because they hear all the horror stories. F&B very hard to do, it's very sunfu, and
Correct.
Okay, so from there, from being in F&B for so long, what do you think will be the benefits of being in F&B?
Well, I think to be honest with you, F&B certainly has a huge market, because I believe it is the only industry that can be navigated by anyone without the right experience or knowledge. You and I, we just pump in some money, we can already enter into an F&B. So it's not a very technical business that requires a special skill. Correct me if I'm wrong. The F&B industry is such a hit and miss business model. So you see every opportunist is trying his luck today. You just have to own a product, and you must believe, you must believe people want it as often as possible. And of course, you can just invest in a sustainable business model through franchise or licensing method that is available in venture grab. So my advice is, find a great product, find a great branding like Vanilla Crib, of course, and invest in it, and watch your business bring you a steady income every month. That's my take on it.
Yeah, and then I think also it's not just about not just investing the money part. It's also need to do the work part lah. Okay, because there are people I know that they invest the money into the cafe, then they as the owner, they just sit there and hope and then wish the cafe to come up, and then eventually it didn't happen. So I would say it's the work involved is important as well lah. And I do agree. There are the F&B market is a very, very huge market, and it's a very great opportunity as well. At the same time, right, from us doing so many BOEX, we do have a lot of all the participants where we ask them, right, one common thing that I found out is a lot of people, they want to start a business, but it's very hard for them to fork out a lot of money. So they are also looking for business that's easier to enter. Okay, but easy enter, but also risks will be there as well. So what do you think? What are the risks involved when it comes to F&B business in specific?
Of course, like every business, F&B business has equal risk. Yeah, so of course there is a possibility that your product or brand is not accepted for various reasons. But for me, I see the biggest risk is actually copycat. So being in the industry with profits, anyone can try their lucks, as I mentioned before, and it has the disadvantage that anyone can also go into it and copy what you do. So therefore, as a business owner in this industry, we must ensure that we always one step ahead of our competitors in any field and always innovate and bring new products to stay ahead of copycat, and most importantly is protect ourselves by way of intellectual property. Trademark branding is very important. So this topic is very broad, and perhaps maybe we can cover this topic one of these days. Yeah, and it can be very interesting to talk about IP law and whatnot.
Yeah. So I would say I will tell those that wants to start business, right? If you want to start a franchise, first, as you mentioned, first is to find a good brand. Second is to find a good franchisor. Okay, because I think me and you, we also heard a lot of horror stories about other franchise. Okay, that's why in the beginning you mentioned for Vanilla Crib, okay, and especially from you, you want to make sure that when they join you as a franchisee, you want to make sure that they make money. Okay, so to me that's a good thing from you lah as a franchisor. Okay, because I heard a lot of like friends, right? They started a franchise. Okay, they pay the six figures, and the franchisor said, okay, thank you very much. Now you can do your business. Okay, you don't make money, your problem. Because my brand works. Then if you cannot make money, that one is 100% your problem. So there's a lot of those stories that spread around, and people will be scared already. So
Definitely.
So before somebody wants to take up a franchise business, what should they do? How would they know that this is a good brand and it ticks all the good criteria?
Yeah, I think the most important thing, Charles, is to have, of course, the spirit of entrepreneurship. You need to have the passion to be an entrepreneur. Then, of course, only you can venture into the F&B industry. So after checking these few factors, we for those of you who is still in a dilemma, like what are the things that you want, or looking into a brand, find a brand that you think that has the potential to grow and have a good presence in the market. So do your homework on the brand and the growth that has been achieved before deciding which brand or business that you want to invest in ultimately. So do you want to know more about the benefits? So I would say if you were to invest in Vanilla Crab, it is relatively a low risk investment. So this F&B business can be set up with very affordable amount that some may decide to put some of their savings into the business. I mean, there is always an option to start small, see the results, and build confidence, then grow with the profits that come from having to complete a large amount from upfront and risk of losing everything. So we have a few models for you, like the grab and go model, the kiosk model. These are all very, very affordable. So one of the other advantages of having a Vanilla Crib franchise, it is also allows potential owners to try different variation into their business to see what actually works. Location is always very important, and there is always an option to rotate according to market trends or general conditions. For example, like in the last MCO, a lot of people too stringent to be able to adapt to new environment, to the new norm. But for Vanilla, what we do is we pivot into a whole different area. We do deliveries, we do all kinds, and we make sure that our franchisees are able to sustain. And it has been 500 days, yeah. And I'm proud to say that we survived. So
it's amazing.
That's
Yeah.
Yep.
500. Actually, it's 550 days already.
Yeah.
for those that can survive and grow, I think that is can be a source of inspiration, and also a good leader to follow as well. Yeah, and plus I saw your picture, the mooncake. Is that a new product or just that you're trying creating?
Oh, right. You see, this mooncake hype is it started off last year as a very first year. So we actually became the first Malaysia company who made these snowy skin mealy moon crepe. You've seen some of my sharings, or you can see in our corporate profile, even celebrities like Douglas Lim and all the famous KOLs. They've been sharing this. They call it Happy Moon Creep Festival. So we're actually a trendsetter. We made it available, and we are so proud as a Malaysian company. This year, we would announce that we have already entered the Hong Kong market. So even the Honkies love our mooncakes so much. So this is basically a very new invention that imagine over the years you've been trying all the traditional lotus mooncake, the single yolk, the double yolk, and the traditional ones, very boring. How about having it in the form of a cake? Inside is a mini moon crepe, is a mini crepe, but outside it's wrapped with a very QQ snowy skin. So and once you take it out from your freezer, you thaw it out for a couple of minutes, and then you enjoy it with your family. I tell you, it's splendid.
I imagine also drooling already.
You gotta try it, bro.
Yes, I will definitely try it. But I personally am not really a fan of mooncake.
Okay.
Because it's too sweet for me.
Too sweet,
but then
okay.
when I saw your one, then it looks interesting. So
it's tempting. Reason being is we don't add sugar, so we have no added sugar. So they would ask me, hey, Nelson, you say no add sugar, but why is it still a bit sweet? It's all derived from the natural content, the natural ingredients. For example, like chocolate, you already have glucose inside. The creams, you already have enough glucose content to make it sweet. And that's about it.
So speaking about the pandemic, right? So what are the trends you see that is first caused by the pandemic, and what is the future after? Now it's no more end of pandemic; it'll be endemic. So what happens after that? What's the trend that you're seeing?
Very good point. I mean, obviously, since this pandemic, everyone has half and half to switch everything online. They talk about digital, they talk about Industry 4.0. The brick and mortar has been the most affected model during this pandemic. You can tell me a lot of stories about the horror stories on, especially in F&B. In the survival ability of entrepreneurs during the last couple of months. It's been very, very tough. So hence, business owners have generally look at all factors to pivot and sustain by moving online. That's my take. So as for the F&B industry, the delivery sector has of course been a saving grace. So being able to do deliveries and takeaways to a certain extent help many smaller F&B players to survive. So but the trend has surely been moving online due to this endemic soon.
Okay, so looking at the trend, the online trend. So what has Vanilla Crepe? How do you adapt to this new trend? Okay, first is the new product mooncake. Okay, so based on in terms of environment, okay, everything is going online. Okay, so what's the step that you took to adapt to this environment?
See what we have learned so far. Ever since March 17 last year, we realized that we as a human we are actually a social animal, and we need to live with the people around us. So what happens if you are stuck at home and you miss your family, you miss your friends? Then we realize something, that you need to keep in touch with those you love and you care. So how do we do it is we actually promoted this slogan, which is send love, send cake. So this applies to a lot of people even in the industry. For example, you and your clients, especially in servicing industries such as insurance and those who needs constant follow-up and constant bonding. For example, like agents. I need, if you're an insurance agent, you need to bond, continue the conversation, continue the relationship with your clients. So how do you do that? Send love, send cake. So Vanilla Grip last year we began to maximize onto this area of growth, and we tell people that hey, it's not just for celebration, cakes. If you miss someone, send her a cake. If you want to continue the relationship or you just want to say hi or tell them that you care, send a cake. So with this idea, it is able to multiply into a lot of different, like, what is your next vanilla moment? For example, like you have a craving and then you're stuck at home. So what you do, just to go to vanillacrypt.com, click it in a single button, and if you order it before 2 o'clock in the day, you can have it delivered to you within the same day itself. How about that?
That's fantastic. I
Yes.
think to my colleagues, if you are watching, we are going to have vanilla crepe on Monday.
Thank you.
And special message to Eden as well.
Oops, hinting the boss, yeah.
Yes, hinting the
Alright.
founder. Okay, but being in the tough situation in pandemic, right? Do you have like new franchisees joining you during this time?
Oh yes, definitely. I mean, we are quite blessed in a way. We really want to convey our sincere appreciation to all our loyal fans over the years. We really depended on you. It's because of you we survive and we sustain. And because of this reason, we are able to attract even more people. Like for example, like last year, we began to become more and more popular for a good reason. Because they saw, hey, this small little company also can survive during this period. There must be something, some good points, some good factors that this company is practicing, that is doing right. So a lot of prone investors are actually starting to eye into our brand, and those who, like for example, high level of management got laid off by big corporates, but they have got a little bit of savings. They would want to start off a business, but they do not want to reinvent the wheel. So what do? Find a good brand, something affordable, and go in. And so happen, Vanilla Creep matches that factors. And we are able to, from last year to this year, we have already opened up almost 6 new outlets. And do you remember our Malaysia Book of Record is coming soon to be 1 year anniversary? We have it in the 16th of September last year at the glorious day of Malaysia Day in this what do you call this, KL Tower. That time we have achieved the largest mini crib chain as 23 outlets. Today we are proud that we are 30th outlet already. 1 year anniversary.
Wow, 30
Yeah.
outlet. Okay.
Yes,
That's awesome. So from
Thank
this
you.
30th, right?
Right.
That we mentioned your business ROI, you try to keep it at 18 months. So
Yes.
perhaps you can share a little bit of secret how do you do it? How is it done?
See what happened is, this is a little bit of trade secret, but tonight for you fans out there, I'm gonna leak out a little bit of our strategy.
Yes, little bit, not use so
a
much.
little bit only. Like the Chinese saying is 老也熟 until you become our franchisee, then we will teach you everything. Okay,
Yes, of
but
course.
fair enough. Tonight,
Yeah.
just a little bit of hints and strategy, which I also learned from my mentors and whatnot. Yeah, and this is about becoming a lean management. Lean management is a very broad term that has been adopted by all the leaders in the US. And what they were saying is, see, as the new norm began to arise, your company try to slim it down to as slim as possible. Not saying that you have to like sack all your top management. No, not about that. But to re-engage them with more important roles and to make the company as lean as possible. So what happened is when a little bit secret. So Vanilla Crib, we have the kiosk and grab and go model. What we do is make it so lean that you can even operate. Can you imagine, with just 1 or 2 personnel, and you can have that return in 18 months. So make the operation as simple as possible. Then we'll be thinking, hey, if I go into say other beverages or other simpler or what kind of F&B out there, they would usually need at least 6 to 8 personnel, ground staff. But for Vanilla Crib, you only need about 2 personnel on a shift, and you will be able to achieve that goal right away. Key point, because you have a very supportive central kitchen right behind of you that delivers to you every other day, and you do not need to bake cakes. Yeah.
Yes.
So very
Okay.
simple. For example, like Charles, one day you will want to set up one in, say, for example, near your
Atra.
neighborhood. Yeah.
In
Something like
Atra,
that.
downstairs.
Yeah, in Atra. Yeah,
Venture
that
Grab
could be.
downstairs. Eden, hinting you also, Eden.
That could be a good model. Like my friend T Life is doing very well there. Yeah? So say for example in Atra, so all you need is just to identify a very strategic location. Hinting is somewhere near the information counter. That would be a very
Yes.
good spot. Just a kiosk. All you need is just to post up a post in the Facebook and employ 1 or 2 full timer, and that's it. We will do the training. We would babysit you for a month until your staff survive. And as the owner of the franchise, all you need to do is maybe go and collect cash every other night. No? So that process can be simplified by automating it, using our franchise method, which we will talk soon later on.
No, that one is the trade secret, cannot tell one.
Yes,
that one
yes.
Don't tell.
You are smart.
Okay, so I just like you mentioned, there's a grab and go and kiosk model. What's the difference? I didn't really get it.
Oh, yes. Certainly for grab and go, what happened is you do not have seating. Some kiosks, like open space, you have a seating. For example, like our pyramid is only 140 square feet, but we got to thank the Sunway management for giving us the small alley behind, just to fit 3 or small little tables for people who come and just want to take a quick bite and whatnot. So that would be the kiosk model. Yeah, if you come to our Mid-Valley, for example, we only have got 2 tables with 4 chairs. But for example, like those lovebirds, you want to pak tor, you just want to come in and have a cup of tea together with a nice crepe cake, then that is the best. You want to have a little bit of privacy, that would be the best ideal place for you to go.
Oh yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Hopefully there's the kiosk downstairs. Eden. I know Eden is watching, so I keep hinting him publicly.
Right.
Okay. So we take a little small break to look at the comments for a while. Okay.
Sure.
So there's a question actually.
Okay.
Anyone knows who's the next biggest stakeholder in your business venture without having been involved in your business?
Oh, awesome. Dr. Sri Raymond, that's my mentor.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Dr. Sri Raymond.
Okay.
So is that a question or a statement? I don't get it. I'm too noob in this.
Okay. I don't know. Maybe one day you guys should really invite Dr. Sri up, and
yes,
and you guys can have another sharing session. Dr. Sri Raymond is a very remarkable person, which I admire and I respect a lot, and he has been guiding us from the start till now to have a very, very like-minded business model for us to move on, and for the sustainability of franchising. Yep.
Okay. All right. So there's another question. This is Eden. He got my hint already, actually. That's why he's asking. So business now looking at smaller and compact size.
Yep.
Yes, definitely. That's a new trend. I think that's the trend now. The kiosk and pick and go, especially.
Like what I said, the lean model is always the way to go, and it's definitely an easier way to have the an easy entry point, more affordable, and it's more compact and such.
Yeah. Yes. So having 30 outlets, perhaps you can share with us any success stories.
Okay.
Best is the most recent one lah, pandemic
Right.
time. You know,
Right.
can
Yep.
inspire people a
Yep.
bit.
Okay, okay. Certainly Vanilla Crib has achieved many milestones over the last few years, which for us as a company has been very remarkable. From having 2 outlets in 2016, we have now scaled to 30 outlets across 6 states. So we were also awarded the Malaysia Book of Record title for being the largest mini crib chain in Malaysia last year. And we have now established a good online presence and have a successful in-house delivery team, making sure our products is available across Malaysia, including Sabah and Sarawak. So we are also making inroads soon to Singapore, and Vanilla Crab certainly has the sky as its limit as we keep growing. So we are also very delighted to announce that we have gotten the Best in Retail award by the Star Outstanding Business Award this year. So there have been a lot of good recognition, but it all thanks to our loyal fans like you.
Yeah, that's so
Yes.
great to hear. And
Right.
then Eden asking more questions. Also another hint.
Okay. Yep.
All Vanilla Crib inside shopping mall.
Yeah.
All the Vanilla Crib inside shopping mall.
This Eden never do homework about this one. But well, so Vanilla Crib, 70% of outlets resided in a mall. So when full lockdown, we were actually quite badly affected. Yeah.
Okay. But
Yeah.
Atra don't have here, right?
Atra
Definitely
not
don't
yet.
have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Atra is waiting for Eden to come.
Yeah. Eden. Okay. So but to me, I'm not really know about crab a lot. Okay, but I do know there are a few different brands that I went,
Right.
but it's all brands that I don't remember lah. Okay,
Right.
so what's the difference that made Vanilla Crab like move forward so fast
Right.
as
Right.
compared to
Yeah.
others?
There are definitely a few factors to it that I would want to share. See, one of the key value proposition or the key differences that makes us stand out in the market is that Vanilla Crib promotes a buy it only if you love it kind of model. For example, if you happen to pass by our outlet, we would hand you with a tester. And once you tasted it, then only you would be able to experience the cake sensation, and then only you would buy it. So we will always ensure to train our staff to let our customers know, test it, try it, buy it only if you love it. So this is one of the differentiation. And a lot of people regard Vanilla Crib as it's just a crib cake, but if you come and look at it on a different perspective, we are actually a very versatile company. Over the last 2 years per se, we have evolved from being a very traditional kind of French mini crib into a versatile recipe that we have crossed over with so many key leader brands in the industries such as Nestle. We try to localize ourselves, even though we are authentic French recipe. But we want to localize all the the flavors to make it for example, like the La Milo Crib it's actually a very localized flavor that it reminds you of your childhood, and we have the Chendol Crib. We cross over with Penang Chendol, which is a very nice Chendol franchise chain in Malaysia. So we also have the Kit Kat, and all kinds of crazy collaboration that you could imagine. We probably have done that, and we are coming in with more. We have collagen crib, we and
Collagen,
so forth. Yeah.
Nice, can bring logo already.
So these are two points. There are more things that makes us stands out in the market, even though we are regarded as a small player, but we are flexible. So if any of you out there who wants to think of a crossover and all that, come forth, talk to us. We may be able to come up with a very good idea for the future. So I believe the collaborative consumption is the way to go in the future. That's my point of view. What I mean by it is, in the past, um, all the big fish, one big fish is eating up all the small little fish. But after the new norm, we as a small fish, we group all small fish together and eat up that big fish. And that's what
Yes.
we call by having a collaborative consumption.
Yep. So,
Yeah.
for that point, I would like to ask to further
Yeah.
elaborate, because there are when it comes to choosing the type of franchise, right?
Yeah.
There's always the dilemma. Should I invest into a very big brand, okay,
Yeah.
like already 100 outlets kind of brand,
Yeah.
okay, or as compared to like vanilla, the emerging ones, okay?
Right.
So what are the pros and cons between these two, and how do I make this decision? Do I
Well,
consider?
Well, this question is very broad. I mean,
Mm.
it really depends on your appetite, on what you have is in your pocket. I mean, if your pocket is deep enough and you have an appetite for higher risk, then after consulting with experts and industry leaders and your mentor,
Mhm.
then do a very very wise due diligence before you enter into any kind of investment. So I mean, anybody can invest. I mean, the F&B is actually for everyone, like I said. But capital investment is truly depend on which segment of the industry are you investing. So like Vanilla Crepe is in the dessert industry. So but again, a restaurant-based model would of course require very high capital compared to a kiosk or a cafe per se. So, but at Vanilla, we have all the options. So, even if you want a full-fledged restaurant that comes with a full hot meal menu, we actually have. And if you want a kiosk or grab and go, we also have. So we can cater to any kind of investors, but we make sure the elite as well as the middle class could open a Vanilla and experience being a successful business owner with the brand.
I see. Okay,
Yep.
so I'm seeing that Eden understood. So in a way, he wants to start already. So
Okay.
let's hypothetically speaking, Eden wants to start the business. So,
Yeah.
what should Eden do? Okay, how can we work together?
Yeah. I
Right.
mean, well. You first of all, of course, you have to talk to us, fill
Mhm.
up the form. We have to assess you because it's like I said, we are a very conservative company. It's not for
Mm.
everyone. One of the most important rule of thumb is if you're in it for a uh, quick buck or quick cash, then definitely Vanilla Crepe is not for you. But if you're in it for a long term and for sustainability, then yes, please, because Vanilla Crepe is here looking for for very long term game, as you have a very very good passive income potential for years to come.
Mm.
Right? So
Okay.
make us a phone call, and we will do the rest. Basically, let us know if you're keen to be part of the Vanilla family, and we'll take care of the rest. So we actually help all our investors or franchisees from step one to the end.
Mm.
So we work hand in hand with them to make sure that we set up a successful business for them that brings in very stable income. So we are also accessible anywhere, anytime. So all they have to do is just give us a ring through Venture Grab.
Awesome. Okay,
Yep.
and then just now you mentioned you are also planning to go overseas. Okay,
Yes.
so what
Yeah.
are the overseas plans that you have?
I mean, if you
Can
ask me
reveal
this
lah.
question, the pre-pandemic, we are actually eyeing on Indonesia market, but right now we are shifting our focus to more towards Singapore and towards China market actually.
Mm.
Yep.
China market.
Yeah, that would
Venture
be
Grab can
our
help because Eden knows
right.
people from China.
Oh,
Okay, that one
sounds
we
good.
can we can PM the P later that one.
Okay.
Okay, so there's another question. So
Right.
what is the most important secret becoming a okay? I think this one is a aspiring entrepreneur lah. Okay,
Right.
so
Right.
what's the important secret to be a
Well,
successful F&B?
I'll put it in a nutshell. This is what I've learned from my mentors like Dr. Sri Raymond and a few other great mentors. That every single step that you do, just dare to fail forward. So just do it, execute it. Like what Dr. Sri always say, if you plan it, make sure that it has a time and a date. Do it and don't delay. So tomorrow will always never be there. One you will say, I'll do it tomorrow. I did day after. No, set it and do it. And every time before even you do it, don't overthink. Fail forward meaning even if you fail, you are actually failing one step forward. So if you have this in your mindset, you can actually go and venture into a lot of new unimaginable potential that you have, so you can unleash this secret. Fail forward.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fail forward, plan. Now plan it, do it, don't delay. And
Yeah.
then Eden is repeating, yes, don't overthink. Okay, so
Yes.
Eden don't overthink already. We can start vanilla crepe in Itra. And also the China one we PM the P later. Okay.
Awesome.
Then another one. So now everyone is stressed on healthy food. Then Vanilla
Yeah.
has any plan a healthy cake.
Fantastic.
people-
Love Ying. Okay. We wanna also take this opportunity to let all our fans out there know. So we haven't been heavily promoting this, but for your information, this is something that you can actually take back and tell your friends very soon. That we have actually conducted our lab test. That vanilla crepe, every single slice that you consume, it is half the calories of a typical cheesecake. So technically terms, a typical cottage cheesecake would comprise of about 450 to 480 calories per slice. But guess what? Vanilla crepe, the typical flavor that we serve, has only 220 to 250 calories in total, which means if you run on a treadmill, you can actually burn it off with probably 30 minutes on a treadmill. Yeah, so it's not so sinful indulgence anymore. So this is actually good news for you ladies out there who is on a strict diet or whatnot. But on top of that, going forward, we are really going to expand our focus on being healthy, introducing very healthy kind of ingredients into it. Yeah, as you know that we are very strict in our recipe. Every single ingredients that we brought in, 70% of it are imported from Europe, especially our creams are from Paris. They are one of the top notch, and they are only used in 5-star hotel and above. So we are very stringent in selecting these recipes. Yeah, so definitely vanilla will take on the healthy route. Yeah.
Yes. So more excuse for me to eat dessert.
Yeah.
Okay. So Venture Grab team, Monday vanilla crepe. Okay.
All
So
right.
all right. Then so now the endemic is coming. Okay.
Yeah.
We are already in phase 2. Okay.
Right.
So what are your plans after this?
I mean, we are actually due to open a couple of outlets before this pandemic hits last year. So post-pandemic, we would be completing the opening of those outlets, like the one in Center Point and the one in Penang. And further, we are looking to open our flagship store in Singapore, which has already been on hold since last year. There's been so many talks, so many plannings, on the expansion to Singapore. But here we are. And then we would have vanilla crepe across Southeast Asia. So our expansion plan, like I said just now, includes Indonesia and China. Yep.
Okay. And then one more place I think you can also look into is Philippines, because I heard from another
Right.
F&B also
Yeah.
doing dessert one, also saying that there's a
Correct.
huge market for desserts in Philippines.
You got the news too, yeah? Good.
Yes. We venture good, very fast one.
You guys have all the KangTaos, man.
Okay, so BMTP for China, Indonesia, and Philippines.
Okay.
Okay, so any questions from the audience out there to get Mr. Nelson to share with you? Okay, today we talk a lot about F&B industry, and also the the vanilla crepe business as well, how to start and then the expansion plan. So if there's any other questions, you can also share. We still have a little bit of time. Okay, so my take will be, okay, so let's say we are going to China. Okay, what's the plan there?
Definitely, we would really need to rely on a very sustainable business partner, which we trust. And having a local partner actually would be able to save a lot of time in terms of your policy maker, in terms of your paperwork done, and all sorts of things that that you wouldn't know in a new culture like China. So for us, it's very important if we are able to identify such player.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think before I don't think there's any question. Okay, so that is the time that we have. Okay, we also don't want to drag your time so much.
No
okay,
problem.
so once again, thank you so much for being here. Okay, and to audience out there, if you are intrigued by what Nelson has been sharing and want to start a vanilla crepe branch, okay, do feel free to talk to us so we can connect you with Nelson. Okay, so we can be the connector between you guys out there with great KangTaos like vanilla crepe over here.
Yes.
Okay.
Talk to them. Yes.
Yeah. Talk to us. Okay. So Nelson, before I let you go, any final shout out to our audience out there?
No matter, well, what I want to share lastly before I go is, no matter if you are already an entrepreneur or not, don't back off right now. Don't be disgusted, and don't give up. In fact,
correct.
To your surprise, this is the best opportunity for you to rise and to make some noise. And the cost of doing that is relatively lower than you can imagine. So we at Vanilla, we are very, very positive about the future. In fact, we've been taking on this opportunity to grow our market presence and to tell people that, hey, you know what is the opposite of stressed? Try spelling it backwards, and that's dessert.
Yes.
And that you can come to Vanilla and have a slice of heaven.
Yes, definitely will. Then either asking for the link already.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely having
Yes.
vanilla crepe on Monday.
Awesome.
All right. So finally, thank you so much. Okay, thank you
All
for
right.
the kind words and also your sharing with everybody. Okay, so I will catch up with you soon, Nelson.
Thank you, Charles. Thank you,
Okay.
Eden, and thank you, Venture Grab.
Okay, thank you. See you.
Cheers.
All right, so that is Nelson, the CEO and founder of Vanilla Crepe. So if you have watched from the beginning until now, so Nelson has shared a lot about the mindset and also the new trends of F&B industry and what you can do that post pandemic and even during pandemic, that what you can do to move forward, to survive during this pandemic. So if you are interested to know more about vanilla crepe business, even like Nelson mentioned, to start vanilla crepe, you don't need a lot of money. They will cater to your budget as well. So if you have a little bit of money, you want to start a business, and I will tell you, vanilla crepe is a very good place to start, especially those that have a dream of starting a cafe. Because why? Starting a cafe is not cheap. Okay, even the coffee machine itself is 30 to 50,000. Okay, the whole cafe will cost you 300 to 500,000 depending on your price. Okay, but you have to do everything yourself. You have to source for the beans yourself. You have to source for everything yourself. Even the cakes also you have to source yourself. Okay, instead of having all those headache, okay, why not start with a brand that is emerging, that is strong, that has a good product, quality product, and also a good central kitchen to support, like Vanilla Crepe. So in order to do that, you want to connect with them, come to us for Venture Grab. All right. So that is all I have for you today. Okay, for in terms of our KangTao show. So let me show you the KangTao slide one more time. Okay, so this is our KangTao show. Okay, this way, sorry. So this is a KangTao show. It will be happening every Friday and every Saturday at 8 p.m. where we will share great business opportunities to you. Not just that, we will invite guests to share their insights, their opinions, and their information to you so that you can learn more and then find great opportunities to move forward in your business and also your career. Okay, so that is all I have for you today. If you need anything that like you want to sell your business, okay, there's a Tuesday and Thursday 11 a.m. briefing. Okay, if you have your franchise, you want to expand, you want to let more people know about it, like Nelson. Okay, so come to us. We will also chat with you on how you can do that as well. All right, so that is the time I have for you today. So thank you very much. Thank you everybody for watching. Okay, and I will see you again soon next week with more great business opportunities, more great KangTaos. Okay, all right, then I'll see you soon, everybody.
Welcome to Malaysia First Business Opportunity EXPO。
欢迎出席马来西亚首场生意机会博览会。
Opportunities always there as long as you stay positive. Through this event, we want to share all the business opportunities, especially in franchise and licensing.
We actually has been in the franchise industry for the past 15 years. We are not just ensuring our quality is consistent. I think the support and also work through the progress between the franchisor and franchisee are important.
We use ingredients that come from France. Everything is authentic. What we do is actually very niche, so it's not easy for people to actually follow it and also copy. We are actually a very good option for those who are looking into a passive income model. Our initial start cost is actually catered according to your budget. We discuss and we figure out ways to actually work out deals for all our interested franchisees.
A unique selling point, Mr. Fish, we are actually voted #1 fishing model in Klang Valley. We are innovative and adaptive. We have the food consistency because we have the central kitchen with IQF plus freezer. And soon, we have ready-to-eat meals where you can up and eat it straight away. It's actually the current market trend and can increase monthly sales.
Daily Go 就是属于 Express Concept， 每一个 outlet 我们都会有1辆餐车，我们有不同的 design， 我们要去吸引很多的年轻人，所以我们在7月份呢，我们就正式会开始了。然后接下来每一个月大概是8到10辆，所以我们预计大概3年会开300间在马来西亚，所以这个是我们的一个策略。我们也会让茶饮的这个文化到达到另外一个高峰。根据这整个 MCO 的情况，我们想要让更多的人尝试创业。
BMS start in 1997. Now BMS currently we have 50 outlets in Malaysia. Northern there's a 2 outlets. Central we have 40, Southern 4, and in Sarawak we have a 4 outlets right now.
So through this event, we also want to grow and expand the business. We want to build SME business opportunity ecosystem.
The Selangor government is actually launching a 5 million matching grant, which we will provide 5,000 ringgit to each of the SMEs to subscribe to a digital service provider.
Lee and Partners, as international law firm, we are helping companies and associates from other countries to deal with matters in and out Malaysia. We will give you some ideas about franchise agreement and franchise system.
thought that MCO is a very bad timing to start business because see the numbers of F&B business closing down. But for us, risk equal to chance. And the risks are great, but the rewards are greater.
The biggest gain that I gained today will be the opportunity to easily meet and talk and share our business model to over 100 participants. I think it's a very good opportunity for all of us to still be able to connect and still find ways to progress even during these tough times.
A very good initiative brought by Venture Grab, and of course looking at the comparison between typical franchise exhibition that we have experienced before. Of course, this has a lot of convenience. At the same time, it can be quite engaging.
We believe that this is a right medium for us to reach out to the people and then to the potential investors.
这次的活动最大的收获就是也要谢谢 Venture Grab 给我们这样的机会去介绍 Mr. Fish， 然后也可以认识更多人。
有些点子是蛮特别，所以呢，可能是让我们学习，然后呢，也看到一两家公司我们有兴趣了，看有没有机会投资吧。
从早上10点到2点，基本上就可以了解差不多接近10家的连锁，一下子就很知道他们的生意的模式啊，所以就比较有效率一些。
BOEX
Business opportunity.
Business opportunity.
Business Opportunity E-Expo.
Nice.
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 Nice.